Get things going. All right. Let's switch things over and get some music on. All right. Yeah, so happy Thursday to you guys. Welcome in. I hope your week is treating you well. Of course, on Tuesday, we added the ears on this fella, and we did some texture work on the back just to have like a first layer texture. This will get overlapped in certain places and whatnot, but it's there in case we need it. But yeah, it's all baked and ready to go. Today we're gonna add some thin clay in here and kind of roll that out, and then I'll start doing some long, fine fur texture on the inside of the ear, and then from there we can start adding like the actual fur off the inside edges, kind of protruding into the inner ear. A tuft of fur in this area, some fur overhang off of this, very minuscule though, not anything long or protruding too much. And then we'll have some fur wrapping around in this general region on both sides as well. So that's the plan. And once I get that stuff out of the way, we can really start getting into some of the fur detail surrounding the ear and then work on the face and all of that. So we're making good progress, I'd say. Today is day 7 on the project. And he's been moving right along. That is for sure. So lots to do, plenty to work on. That being said, I am feeling run down today. So we're gonna go. Hope maybe that'll change as time passes here. I'm hoping it does, but we will go as long as I can force myself to continue here. I want to stream, but it's one of those days where I just kind of have that like fog in my head and that like not a headache, just like pressure, it's the worst. It's just enough to be annoying. So we're going to deal with that, make the best out of it, and see what we can get done today. So thank you guys for being here. Thanks for kicking the stream off with me. Where should we start? We're going to have to roll out some clay and just kind of start working that into the existing ear framework. And yeah, we should be good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and get the pasta machine out and some alcohol ready to go, and we'll get started. Also, if music is too loud or too quiet, let me know. I set up a thing now on my my little tablet Stream Deck. I can actually adjust the volume right from there. Super easy. There I go, trying to rip my gloves in the first 5 minutes of the stream. Always. I'm going to go to the smallest setting on that. Also did some adjustments to the mic. This is a dynamic microphone. Unlike a condenser microphone, which is built to kind of take in all the sound around it, dynamic microphones are very focused. It's the kind that you want to use when, like radio, stuff like that. And typically you want to be within 6 inches of the mic. I noticed there was some cutting out with the noise gate settings and whatnot, so I did some tweaking on that, and hopefully it sounds a lot better for you guys. It's a good mic. It's just a matter of getting the settings dialed in, and I had them dialed in for voiceover work for YouTube, which means I'm like right here next to the mic constantly. So I kind of opened that up a little bit so it's not cutting my voice out. And today we got the 80s playlist going, switching it up a little bit. Rose, hello, welcome in. Happy Thursday to you. Well, good afternoon. I suspect, right? It's technically afternoon here now too, so. Yep. Well, good afternoon. Hope you're having a good day. How's the projects coming? What is this air bubble crap? Oh, okay. It was just a little, not a big deal. So yeah, with the mic adjustments, you guys may hear a little bit more clanging around with stuff, but as long as it's not a problem with you guys and it sounds better, then that's all that matters, right? Let's see. Take this guy. Having fun ransacking part of my room. Oh boy. Cleaning, going through stuff, or treasure hunting. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. Whatever. Got everything I need, so it must not have been too important. Finding things? Very nice. Gonna put up some new LEDs under my bed later on. Oh, cool. Like under perimeter edge lighting. That's pretty cool stuff. I just need a rough idea on size. The old ones died. Yeah, that's the only problem with LEDs, isn't it? I mean, they last forever, but eventually, all that work of putting them up has to be redone. Oh, come on now. I'm just having a terrible time holding on to this. Found an old MP3 player. You know, I went through a bunch of boxes I had in the basement earlier. It was towards the beginning of the year, right as I was prepping to get the stream stuff going because I wanted to utilize that free time and before I got busy, you know. And found a bunch of old CDs and stuff like that. It's always fun. I hadn't touched those boxes in years, so there was all sorts of treasures and lost memorabilia and some things that just went right in the trash because their memories best forgotten, right? Always some of that in the mix, I suppose. Supposed to pick the blue one is ones of the last models made just before they stopped being a thing. In Discord? Oh, wow. It kind of reminds me of those, oh, was it Samsung? Samsung had a little tiny phone at one point that almost looked like that. It was like a little stick and it flipped, and it was basically made to be a, an MP3 player, but also a phone, essentially. Can't think of what that was called. Kind of reminds me of that. Walkmans? Yeah. Do they even are MP3 players like still a thing? I feel like you don't hear much in the way of advertisements for them. I guess phones have kind of replaced the necessity for them. I'd honestly rather go back to the days where I could just have a normal phone. I'm kind of over smartphones, you know? Maybe it's just me, but if I could get by with just a regular old phone, I would be totally fine with that. The only thing I would really miss out on is the ability to look stuff up on the fly when I'm out, and GPS. But, GPS, there's definitely other options. Funny thing is, it's how I get a 6-year-old SE's battery to last all day. That's another thing I miss too is removable batteries, you know? The battery starts going bad, you just get a new one and swap it out. Makes sense. Then we had to make it complicated for some reason. And then, the phone manufacturers that like to do updates that purposely make your battery life shorter to make you go get a new phone. I suspect that's probably something to do with why you can't change out the batteries now. Yeah, I'm not anti-technology by any means. I've always been a huge tech geek, but kind of feel like we took the wrong path a few times in recent years. I used to get excited about new phones coming out and stuff like that. Now I can't even be bothered. I just don't care. Maybe I'm just getting old and cranky. Maybe that's it. I need a smaller. Before long, I'll be standing out on my porch yelling for kids to get off my lawn, you know? Then again, if there were kids on my lawn right now, I'd probably be out there telling them to get off my lawn, so. Maybe I'm already there. Be more surprised if MP3s started being a thing again. Well, it's kind of, you know, I mean, digital music is all there is now. But as far as MP3 players go, I guess just there's no real necessity for it because, I mean, cars have systems in it that play MP3s, or they just connect to your phone, which plays MP3s. So, and everybody's always got their phone. All right, we're going to trim down this edge. Then I'll do a proper blend on that. Let's go ahead and not point that blade at myself. That would be good. Yeah, basically I just want to work this in almost like it's just like the layer below it, but that way we can kind of etch some of the texture in and keep some of that underneath as well, hopefully. Not anything like too substantial. It's going to get covered up some, but that way the texture's there and the detail and all of that. And also added a couple channel point redemptions, one of which is the one we discussed on Tuesday. About it's just something to let me know I need to make sure I'm in frame on camera if I'm busy working and start pulling back away from the camera frame, you know? Still have my old stereo that can record CDs onto an MP3. Oh, nice. I do not have any of my old stereos. I've got a bunch of old CDs. And you know what? I take that back. We do have a CD player in the house. Maybe two. I don't know if Menchie has one in storage or not. And I think I think I actually have my old CD player alarm clock somewhere in a box downstairs. One of my neighbors is burning something. Got the windows open today. It's kind of cool outside. At 15 years old. And it works. If only we could make things like that now. I say that all the time when it comes to consoles, you know? My old Super Nintendo still works to this day. My Xbox 360? Nope. My Xbox One? Nope. My PlayStation 4? Nope. Yes, that was forgotten about. Yeah, yeah. Still works. You know, I was not a big, well, I mean, after the Game Boy years, I was not big into handhelds. Loved my Game Boy, but that kind of ended the handheld stuff for me. But that being said, years and years ago, when I got a um, a DS for my daughter one year for Christmas, and playing around with that thing, I was kind of impressed. That thing was pretty cool. I'll be interested to see what whatever they end up calling the Twitch 2 or the Switch 2, the Switch 2. Um, I'll be interested to see what kind of technology they put into that. I really wish Nintendo would stop releasing systems that are behind the curve with other consoles. I mean, the Switch is cool. I have one. But you could always kind of just sense where it was really kind of pushing the hardware. Sounds like we might be seeing something about that at some point this year. Maybe even in June. Ad break in 5 minutes. All right. Just kind of want to push this portion in. You have a little skin. I don't know what you call that on animal ears. There's like a little skin flap right here. All right. Before we do any more, let's go ahead and repeat the same on the other ear. And we got an ad break coming up in about a minute and a half. Probably going to take these out of here for now too. The whiskers are kind of getting in the way, and they will definitely be in the way once we start working on the face. Oh no, did I do this the wrong? No, that's right. Once I get this done, we're going to do a little bit of inner ear structure. A little bit. It's going to be mostly covered, so I don't want to worry about it too much and spend a lot of time on it, but I think some of it will actually help with the fur. So and just scraping away some of the excess, and then I'll blend that and we'll go over it some more. It's going to kind of stink if I have to wait till Monday to get back to work on this guy. But I suppose that's kind of just how it works out sometimes. And it's not certain. Um, Again, Friday streams are only scheduled tentatively as a potential bonus stream, so I'm not going to beat myself up over it, but most likely no stream tomorrow. Gotta take the oldest dog to the vet and basically see what our options are, if we can improve her quality of life in some way. Otherwise, her days are maybe numbered. We have to kind of wait and see what the vet has to say. So obviously not great joyous times, you know. All right. Trim off the excess again. Probably do this again on the other side too, just pulling it to the outer edge and trimming it just to get it as thin as possible. And in some places here, we got like a little bit of a pocket where it kind of got pushed in and bunched up. So basically just want to get as thin a layer as possible and that can retain texture. But also kind of add a little bit more adhesion where we need it. Oh, another little update that I did yesterday. Um, Subscribers, if your Discord and Twitch are linked, you have access to the Raven's Nest on our Discord server. And there's some behind the scenes and subs only chat. But I added a list or a new channel where I can continually update my little running list of upcoming project ideas, listed in no particular order, but it is a list nonetheless. So if you're curious about what you may see down the road, there's a growing list right there. I did have it just kind of pinned in the behind the scenes channel, but I figured it's easier if we just had a separate channel for it. The wolf enters. Hello. Welcome. Guess who it is? I have no idea. I know Andy. All right. That doesn't help me. I really need to pull some of this excess out right in here. Radiant Moon? Okay, gotcha. What, another new name? Change my name to match my greeting? I see. Yeah, well, welcome in. Right now, just adding, well, the ears got baked after Tuesday. But I need to, oh no, there's a big old clump there. Basically need to add in a thin layer for some of the texture detail. And just to give a little bit more surface for it to adhere to as we start adding in some of the fur detail. First name change? I thought you had a name change prior to that once. Or am I thinking of somebody else? Yeah, that's spreading out nice. I don't even know if Sculpting, this would be some work to do with Sculpting, I'll tell you that. I like Sculpting and everything. It was fine. But I definitely find myself liking this much more. This stuff spreads so nice. Once you get it working, once you get a feel for it, this stuff is great. Yeah, Wolf, I was thinking you had something before Radiant Moon. Maybe it's another moon person. A lot of moons, I've noticed. Andy's gonna have to just start calling me Feral instead of Moon, you know? Too many moons. All right, I'm gonna clean this up with some isopropyl, and then we'll kind of see what more needs done with that. Hey, T-Man. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Yeah, bit of a process here, but it's coming along. I'm pretty happy with them. I was super nervous coming into this project because I've said before, it's a lot of firsts on this one. My first animal sculpture, and first time using this clay specifically, and first time using the method I'm going to be using for first. So, but I'm pretty happy with him. He's shaping up to be one of my favorite projects so far. Minecraft G, hello, happy sculpting. Feral from now on. Oh, man. Yeah, happy Thursday to all of you. Welcome in. Good to see you all. Apologies if I'm a little bit low energy today. I'm gonna try to sort that as we're going. Just feeling a little bit worn down today for some reason. And not really a headache, but just one of those like where you got that pressure that sits there and just enough to be annoying, you know? So hopefully that improves as we continue here. Touch up a couple spots and then we'll do something real quick. Link in the chat. T-Man. Yeah, we got the 80s mix going today. Link in the chat, a shout out there for Linecraftry. Definitely show some love. Drop a follow. Put more eyeballs on that man's work. Fantastic, fantastic work. You won't be disappointed. Hey, not a problem. Not a problem, man. And also, if you're into watching some gaming, I know not everybody is, but there's definitely some of us out there that like a little bit of crossover with the arts and the gaming, and specifically some role play. And there's some variety in there, but there's a lot of role play as well. Definitely, I can't give a shout out.
May I please have a drink, please?
I'll allow it. Go ahead. Yeah, hydrate. Thank you for that. But yeah, specifically in the role playing, like Red Dead roleplay and such, I can't give another shout out immediately because Twitch likes to throttle that on our own channels for some reason. But be sure to click T-Mad's name there and drop a follow. Check out his stream as well. I think one of the bots has the ability to do multi shout outs. I'm gonna have to look into that. Yeah, no worries. No worries, man. I'll see. I think it's normally like a minute and a half. I'll do a proper shout out here in just a moment. It's so weird that they do that. I really don't understand the point. It kind of makes me think whoever made that decision doesn't stream, you know? Like if only the channel owner and moderators can do shout outs, then why would you throttle that? That makes no sense. The only thing you're doing is making things into a hassle. There's a command to put in your bot. Yeah, I know there's like an MSO with the Siri bot or whatever. Something MSO, but I have to look into it, how it works. For multi shout out. And then I'm using Firebot, or not Firebot, Mix It Up. I'm sure I could set something manual up in there. I just haven't spent the time looking at it because I'll probably be migrating the bot from the other PC to the PC that the stream's on right now, instead of running on that PC all the time. And then when I do that, I can have a little bit more fun with some of the channel point redemptions and whatnot. It is nice having him at a point where I can just set him down and not have to worry. It won't be long lived. He'll be back in the blocks before we know it, but this is kind of liberating. I need to get some of this excess out. I think I might have to do the other side might be okay. There's a lot built up in here. All right, let me see if it'll let me. There it is. There's a proper shout out for T-Mad. Again, if you're into some gaming and you like role play and all of that good stuff, definitely give T-Mad a follow and check out his stream. Not somebody that just clicks the live button when he feels like streaming. He definitely puts some time in on his stream setup and all of that. And I know how much time that stuff takes, so I certainly appreciate the time and effort that people invest, because it can add up quick. Most of my days off streaming are spent working on stream stuff. They finally added in the Megalodon on... Oh, season 2 of Skull and Bones dropped. I'm going to probably be diving into that very soon. Oh, nice. I have been playing Mad Max in what little gaming time I have. I need to spend some more time playing Fallout 76 as well, because that kind of got put on the back burner this week. But I had never played the Mad Max game. I'd always heard good things about it. And then we went to see Furiosa on Saturday, and it kind of got me in the mood to check it out. So I came home, checked on Game Pass. It was not there, and ended up getting it for $20 on Steam. Pretty good game. Batman Arkham style combat, you know, and how was Furiosa? Furiosa was great. I have a hard time saying it was better than Fury Road. It was definitely different than Fury Road, but Fury Road, I mean, hell, we actually broke down and rented it and watched it again couple nights ago. And man, that movie is just really Fury Road. It hits the ground running and doesn't stop until the credits roll, you know? Um and in that regard, Furiosa is a bit more slower paced, but not in a bad way, not like you're going to be sitting and looking at your watch. It covers like 15 years, you know? So it's more of an epic in that sense than previous Mad Max movies have been. And there's definitely action, don't get me wrong. Really some really good action. And then Anya Taylor-Joy and Chris Hemsworth are just fantastic in the movie, so highly recommend it. It's kind of crazy, man. George Miller is what, like 80 years old? And he's out here just making some kick-ass movies still. Love the actress in Furiosa. Badman, hello. Yeah, she's proven to be one hell of an actress, isn't she? She's I've seen her in some things that it's just the noise. Seen her in some movies and she's just kind of brilliant. Still love Mel Gibson, Mad Max. Yeah, Anya Taylor-Joy. We watched her in what the hell was that movie? It had Voldemort in it, and he was like a cook. What the heck was that movie? It's not an old movie. It came out in recent years. Yeah, that movie was weird and awesome. I loved it. I just can't think of what it was called. I have not seen One Night in Soho yet, which I'm kind of ashamed of because I'm a fan of the director. I need to fix that. Harry Potter? Know what you're referring to? Yeah, the cook was he is the actor that what's his name? I can't it's slipping my mind. Finn shit. Totally slipping my mind right now. But yeah, he plays a cook, a chef, more specifically, I suppose, appropriately. Is a cook in prison? I don't know. They go to this like island. The menu. Yes, the menu. That's what it's called. They go to this island and it's all swanky, like rich people, all super fancy, and they're being served these like extravagant dishes, and everybody's super pompous and annoying. But there's more to it than seems, and I won't say any more. She was in Peaky Blinders? Really? I've never seen Peaky Blinders myself. Is it Ralph Phineas? Is that his name? I think he has a brother that's also an actor. Where is my composite tool? Somewhere in here, lost in a sea of other metal utensils. Well, it's really hiding from me today. Okay. What? Found it. He played well in that also. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's a great actor. There's so many movies coming out, man. It feels like summer blockbusters are back, and I'm so happy. It is a shame to hear that Furiosa didn't do so well at the box office over the weekend, but nothing did from my understanding. Yeah, in June alone, what do we got? There's A Quiet Place Day 1. Want to see that? And then I feel like there's something else in June. And July, of course, we've got Deadpool and Wolverine, which I cannot wait for. Um Twisters, and there's one other movie in July, trying to think. And then Beetlejuice comes out in September, and I cannot wait. I was excited but skeptical when they released their teaser for Beetlejuice 2, or Beetlejuice, whatever. Um, but then when they just released that trailer last week, I am on board. So let's see. The inner area here is going to be covered up mostly, as is down in here. Before I start doing this, there's a few things that I want to do. Any other movies I should put on my list? Anything you guys are excited about coming out here in the near future? There's a couple horror movies I'm willing to check out as well. I can't remember their names by any means, but a couple that caught my eye. Really picky with horror. Um, Far too often horror movies are lazy, you know? They rely too heavily on jump scares, and I don't I don't I don't find much enjoyment in that. Yeah, I can't go for that kind of whore. Now, if they could just come out with the new season for Stranger Things this summer, that would be great. I don't have we even gotten a release date yet? I don't even know. Maybe they'll get it done before all those kids are 30 years old. I love that show. I hate waiting on it. All right. Work on blending this some and let's see. Then we should probably do these skin flaps on the sides too. Maybe after I do the fur texture on the inner ear. All right. Brush that down with some ISO. And repeat the same on the other side. Let's see. Although my hand's probably going to be in the way from this angle. A little awkward. Trying to get the angle on this. Yeah, we're getting there. Bring this definition down a bit. All right. That's still a little bit. Just going to kind of pull some of this excess back. Matter of fact, where's my little spoon? Spending an awful lot of time on something that's going to be mostly covered up. Oh well. I don't know why this side's giving me fits. Both of those pieces were about the same size. We're getting there though. All right, I'm going to hit that with ISO. Have the same problem. You draw a bunch of details and then cover it with cross hatching. Hey, we could argue that's what makes it so good, right? When you're willing to spend the time doing the details that nobody sees. Ew, I hate it. What cam setup are you using? Minecraft, you're in the Discord, right? I'll tell you what, matter of fact, we're going to take a little bit of a stand-up break here in a few so I can stretch my back. When I do that, I'll snap a pic and I'll post it in there. Basically, I'm using a boom arm, and then I've got a couple of, well, you could argue one of them is redundant, but I would say otherwise. I've got 2 clamp mounts on the boom arm. I've got a camera here and then a camera here. And then the cameras, this one is a Brio. And then this one right here in the top, that is just a, oh, what is it? Logitech C920 or whatever the popular one is that everybody has, you know? I also have my DSLR, and that's what I used to and will be returning to doing the showcase videos with. I just need a little refresher on operating that thing because I don't use those kind of cameras too often. And I kind of learned it for the showcase videos on the channel, on the YouTube channel. But it's been 9 months and I need to refresh my memory on that. So the candle showcase was just done with my phone. But I want to get him done. His showcase, I want his showcase done proper with the DSLR. And even with the DSLR, I don't have a capture card for the DSLR. I have a capture card on my one PC, but not, I think you need a special kind for the DSLRs. And I don't know that I feel like messing with that. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like the Brio and heck, even the C920 suit the stream fine. Okay, we're gonna stop right there for a moment. I need to stand up and stretch my back. And also, like I said, feel free to let me know if music needs adjusted up or down. I can do it easy now. I actually have it set up on my touch screen on the tablet, so I can just raise and lower the music volume. Okay, let me get that picture. I'll post it in Discord, Minecraft. That's kind of hard to get a picture because it wants to focus on the mic in the foreground. There, I posted it in the photos channel, Linecraftery. Perfect on my side. Just tired of 80s. Yeah, so in the picture, you can see like there's my mic, but then like right up behind that is the Brio, and they're little clamp mounts. They're pretty handy. I think they're like 12 bucks each on Amazon, and two pivot points on that. And I've actually got an extra attachment on the boom arm that if I wanted to mount like I have a little light that I use for my showcases that I can change through the whole color spectrum, and I could potentially add an extra light if needed. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the little setup here I put together. It works out pretty nicely. And I've got the window open today, so if it kind of gets lighter and the brightness kind of fluctuates a little bit today, that's why. I'm gonna work on that just a tad bit more. I'm not 100% happy with it. Hmm. Yeah, I will say sometimes I envy you guys with more flat mediums, you, you can point the camera and you're good. Is it 2 o'clock already? What the heck happened to the last hour and a half? It's that time already. I gotta go give the dog her meds. Well, I guess I will do that. and we'll have a little snack break. Might as well. And then after that, need to hit that with some ISO again. We're going to do these skin flaps. And then the fur texture inside the ear. And we'll see where we stand at that point. Actually, before I get up, I keep seeing this. I don't like it. That's better. It's good enough, right? I had a scream schedule. Wow, words. I had a stream schedule for 19 hours. Oh my. Oh God. Yeah, you gotta watch those AMs and PMs. Okay. We'll run an ad break during the break just to keep it out of the way. 7 o'clock Serbian time. Lots to beast, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day today. It's coming along nicely. Thanks, man. Yeah, we're doing the ear. Wow. Ears are too big. Can't see. We're doing ear detail right now. You won't even see this. I just wanted to add it. I might actually add in a little bit up in here as well, like off the head. For one, I think that'll help get some of the curl when we add the fur. But yeah, after break, we'll start carving in some of the inner ear fur texture. And actually, first we need to do these little skin folds. These right here, like a little portion of the ear that kind of folds. This is a bad reference. The angle is kind of from down below, so it makes his ears look smaller than they are, but yeah, we gotta add this little skin flap in there. I'm late, like an hour. Oh no. Meant to ask if you made the eyes yourself or used an existing set of cabochons. Yeah, these are glass eyes. I've used cabochons and done my own. In fact, the candle prior to this was the first time I've used prefab glass eyes. And I ordered those after seeing Andy using them and swearing by them. So, Andy Mecca. And you know what? I'll set my pride aside for better eyes any day. My eyes were fine, I suppose, but these things are great. Okay. I really need to go take care of this real quick, so let's do that. I'll have my midstream snack, and we'll continue on. Like I said, I just got to go give the dog her meds real quick, and we'll roll the ad break and get that done. But yeah, bots to beast, those are prefab glass eyes from Amazon. Got a whole bunch of them for like $10. All right. Remind me to, Chad. Don't let me keep going without brushing it. In fact, I'll just go ahead and put this right here so it serves as a reminder. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here, hanging out with me today. I do hope you're enjoying as we continue on with progress on the Jerboa sculpt. We are on day 7, I want to say. Day 7. This is definitely going to be a longer project, probably the longest project I've done. I think what would have that beat so far is the Santa Jack, because there's a lot of pieces and parts with that. And I made like presents and toys under the tree and the Christmas tree and all of that stuff. So that one took some time. This one's going to take longer for sure. It's possible to make them. Yes. Yes. You can get good at doing it after a few tries, but most offer ready-made ones due to the fact that nice ones are available. Yeah. It just, why spend the time doing it? You know what I mean? When I can get a better result for cheap. That's the way I look at it. Yeah. No sense in spending time doing something to prove a point that nobody cares about, right? It's kind of like my videos on YouTube. I condensed them down, even though I enjoy doing it just to save myself time, because the only thing people cared about was the end of the video where I show the showcase. So it is what it is. Work smart, not hard, right? But yeah, thank you guys for being here, hanging out with me. I'm going to throw a few links your way. First and foremost, maybe, why are you not working? Well, that's curious. Why is that? Okay, that one worked. Link in the chat to the Discord. That was one of the links anyway. Best place to find all the latest updates, news for the channel and upcoming projects, all of that good stuff. You can share your artwork in there. We'd love to see it. Let us know when you're going live or if you've got new art videos out. We'd love to see those as well. And there it is. Link to the Feral Moon Designs YouTube channel where you can see all my previous work and showcases for each project as they're completed here on stream. So if you have